Welcome to Explain the Charts, where today we are diving into a historic move for Intel Corporation, trading under the symbol Intel. The date is April 14th, 2026, and the semiconductor giant is currently the talk of the financial world. Intel has seen a staggering 51% surge so far in April, adding over $100 billion in market value in just 2 weeks. This rally marks one of the most significant turnarounds for a legacy tech company in recent memory. Current news indicates that the primary drivers are strategic partnerships with Elon Musk's Terafab project and significant AI deals with Google. Furthermore, rumors of the Trump administration exploring a direct stake in the company have added a layer of geopolitical optimism. Analysts are also watching the plant buyback programs and restructuring efforts that seem to finally be bearing fruit. However, as the price hits new 52-week highs, many are asking if the stock is now overvalued ahead of the April 23rd earnings report. Let's look at the daily chart to see the scale of this massive breakout. Starting back in late 2024 and throughout 2025, Intel was largely range-bound between $18 and $25. We saw a period of extreme weakness where the stock hit lows near $17.66 in early April 2025. The recovery was slow but steady until we hit the explosive growth phase in early 2026. The move from $43 to over $65 in just a few weeks is a clear vertical parabolic expansion. This type of price action often indicates a massive shift in institutional sentiment. The daily candles show very little overlap, suggesting that buyers are aggressive and not waiting for pullbacks. Volume has also spiked significantly during this ascent, confirming the validity of the trend. Zooming into the 1-hour chart, we can see the microstructure of this recent leg up. Notice the consolidation period in late March around the $44 level before the Musk news broke. On April 7th, the stock gapped up and hasn't looked back, breaking through $50 and $60 with ease. The $48.50 level, which was previously a point of struggle, has now turned into a rock-solid support zone. When the stock was trading near $53.50, we saw another brief pause before the next leg higher. Each of these small consolidations acted as a launching pad for the next 5 to 10% move. The hourly trend is exceptionally bullish, staying well above the short-term moving averages. Current price action is hovering near $65, which is a key psychological and technical level. On the 15-minute chart, we can see the intraday behavior that occurred during the most recent trading session on April 13th. The stock opened near $62.18 and faced some early selling pressure, but buyers quickly stepped in. We saw a massive spike in volume around 13:28 Universal Time Coordinated, which pushed the price from $62 to over $64. This is a classic example of news-driven momentum where the market absorbs any available liquidity. The price then consolidated between $64 and $65 for the remainder of the session. This tight range at the top of a move is often a sign of flagging before another breakout. The 15-minute chart shows a series of higher lows, even during the quietest parts of the day. This suggests that, even at these elevated prices, there is a strong floor of support near $64.50. Returning to the daily view, we need to discuss the reasons to be bullish in the long term. Intel's pivot toward foundry services and AI-centric chip design is finally gaining market share. The tripling of the stock price from its 2025 lows shows that the market is pricing in a multi-year recovery. The correlation between the Musk Terafab project announcement and the price rally is undeniable. If Intel can successfully execute its roadmap, the $70 to $80 range could be the next target. Institutional accumulation is evident by the rising volume on green days. However, the short-term bearish case relies on the fact that the stock is technically overbought. A pullback to the $55 or $50 area would be a healthy correction in an ongoing uptrend. Let's recap the important price levels you should be watching in the coming days. The immediate resistance is the $65.65 high we just set, and a break above this targets $70. Immediate support lies at $62.18, followed by the psychological $60 level. The most critical long-term support remains at $48.50, which served as the breakout point for this rally. I believe there is a 60% probability that Intel will continue its climb towards $70 before the earnings report. This scenario is reinforced if the news cycle continues to report positive developments in AI and foundry deals. There is a 40% probability of a sell the news event occurring right around April 23rd earnings. Investors should look for a decrease in buying volume or a bearish engulfing candle as a signal to exit. Volatility is expected to increase as we approach the earnings date, so manage your position sizes carefully. Keep an eye on broader market sentiment, as a tech sector pullback could drag Intel down regardless of its individual news. To summarize, Intel has transformed from a laggard into a leader, but price discovery at these highs is always risky. Make sure to set your stop losses at key support levels to protect your profits. This analysis is provided by Explain the Charts, and we will continue to monitor this symbol closely. Finally, please remember that this video is for educational purposes and is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult with a professional before making investment decisions. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next chart analysis.